You know, they say evil wears many faces. Sometimes it's a monster in the woods. Sometimes it's a voice in your head. But what if it's in your neighbor's kitchen or hidden in a book with yellowed pages? What if the devil doesn't wear horns, but walks among us like anyone else? Pause. My name is John Blymeyer, and in the winter of 1928, I killed a man. Not for greed, not for revenge. I did it because I truly believed he was a witch, that his death would save my life. I was born in York County, Pennsylvania, where the soil is thick with German roots and the air carries whispers of the old world. People there, they don't call it witchcraft. They call it powwow, a kind of healing magic, blessings, charms, Bible verses twisted into protection spells, passed down by the Pennsylvania Dutch. I grew up around it. My family believed in it. We all did. Folks would come from towns over to see powwow doctors when their cows stopped giving milk or their children fell sick from no known cause. Me? I wasn't just around it. I was it. I learned it early. My grandfather was a healer, and by the time I was a teenager, people came to me for cures. I could stop nosebleeds, heal warts. I even helped a woman conceive, or so she believed. But healing, that's not all powwow could do. They say there's a darker side. They call it hexing. It started small. I'd lose things. $1 here, a tool there. My thoughts got cloudy. I couldn't focus. And then I started getting sick. First just headaches, then fevers that wouldn't break. Food stopped tasting like anything. Sleep brought no rest. It wasn't normal sickness. It was like something was feeding on me. And worst of all, I could feel eyes on me all the time, like shadows moving when no one else noticed. I tried every prayer, every charm I knew. Nothing worked. That's when I realized I was cursed. I went to another powwow man, Andrew Lenhart, a strong practitioner. He looked into my eyes, touched my hand, and told me something that chilled my bones. He said, "You've been hexed. Someone's taken your name and locked it in a book, a witch's book." He handed me a mirror charm and said the only way to break it was to find the witch and burn the book with a lock of his hair. I asked him, trembling, "Who did this to me?" He whispered, "Nelson Raymeyer." Nelson was a recluse, lived deep in the woods of what people called Hex Hollow, an old farmhouse over a century old. He'd once practiced powwow too, but many believed he'd turned his knowledge toward darker purposes. Some said he was a devil worshiper. Others claimed he could summon spirits or cast curses that lingered for generations. But to the law, he was just a man who kept to himself. To me, he was death. I couldn't do it alone. I brought in 2 others, Wilbert and John Curry. Wilbert believed he was cursed too. Curry was just eager, desperate. We made a plan. Visit him under the guise of friendliness. Wait until dark. Get the book. Burn it with his hair. Simple, but it didn't go that way. The night we went, the air was still. Too still. We knocked on his door. Nelson answered. Big man, red beard, calm as always. He let us in, offered us cider. We talked for hours, laughed even. But I felt the weight in the room, like something unseen was watching us from the corners. When the time came, we tried to ask about the book. He laughed, said there was no such thing, that we were imagining things. And that's when the fear took over. We grabbed him, struggled. He fought back. He was stronger than we thought. Wilbert grabbed a heavy block of wood. One blow, then another. He collapsed. I stood there, breathless, heart pounding. We searched the house, found a thick book, Bible verses mixed with spells. We clipped his hair, set it aflame. But nothing changed. I still felt watched, still felt cursed. The police found his body days later. We weren't careful. They caught us fast. We confessed even faster. The press went wild, called it a witch murder. The locals called it a tragedy. The powwow community went silent. In court, they thought we were insane. Maybe we were. Maybe we weren't. I was sentenced to life. The others too. But you know the worst part? Even behind bars, I still felt it. That shadow, watching. They say Nelson's ghost still roams Hex Hollow. They say if you go there at night, you can hear the wind whisper your name. I believe it because I hear it every night. So if you ever find yourself in a quiet town where the people believe in old magic and crosses hang above every door, be careful who you trust and never ever steal from a witch, because some curses don't die with the body.